Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while. I am still collecting, I am still live, I just haven't had a lot of time, and most of the stuff I've gotten recently and my pre-orders and sales have been the NECA figures, which I leave them in the box, which I could go over the boxes, I guess, but I don't know how many people would want to watch me look at a box. So we won't do that, but just know I got all the Haulathon Target figures and all that fun stuff, but everything's been boxed up. I'd probably have a video every day this past month if I wasn't busy, for one, and secondly if I actually took the NECA figures out of the box. But I've been pretty excited about this one right here. It was they had the release date set for the beginning of the year, like January. Here we are in May, so it took a couple months. I mean, not a whole lot, but a little longer for this to come. But it's by a company called Harvinger Studios. Savage Crucible is the series that they're going into here. I think they're doing comic books on this. I can't remember. It's been a while. I pre-ordered this last year, so I don't remember all the details. I don't even remember what all I ordered. I thought I ordered everything that they had, but we'll check it out when we get the box in. But I want to show the box off first because this is just a shipping box. I ripped the label off there, but this is really nice artwork that they have on there. This is just a shipping box. This isn't even the figures. So I don't know. I don't see that a lot. I like that they kind of put these little art prints on their shipping boxes. Very cool. So I definitely enjoyed that. But yeah, let's get this baby out and see what's in there. But I really do like the artwork on these boxes. They did a really good job with that. And I just think it's cool that it was delivered this way. And I was like, oh, I knew right away what it was. I mean, that's not always a good thing if you have like porch pirates or something. But but I don't know if they'd even know what this is. It just looks badass. So it might be a target for somebody snatching it up. So let's open this thing up and check out the products. Alright guys, so here we are with the figures out of the box, the shipping box at least. They're still in their actual figure box. But I do have an accessory set over here. I have two of these Army Builder figures called Savage Lemurians, or Lemurians, however you want to say it, Lemurian. And then there's another Army Builder here, which is the Royal Guard, which we'll get him out in a minute. He has a different type of window box. He has a little flap here with a little more of a description on the back, or inside, I mean, of what he's all about. But these are just Army Builders. These are figures you'd buy multiple of if you got into this series. There are another accessory pack that I don't have here, and then two actual main characters, and I believe they're all the same species, these Lemurians. This is the Lemurian set. I believe each next series will be a different species, and then they're going to go like that. Very cool company. But let's get a couple closer look at this stuff. Now I thought this was pretty cool. It says Lemuria. I think this is a map. Like, I haven't read a lot of the lore. Like, I think they have a comic book, and they have a lot of stuff going on about the history and the background in these characters and the species and everything. But here you are. There's a map, I think, showing you where these things are located, where they live, where they dwell. But that's cool. I like that. It was different. I like that they have like a little map in the background. I don't know if that's like just an insert in the box, or if we can take that out. We'll get a closer look once we open this up. But pretty cool little lizard, humanoid looking serpentine thing going on here. From what I can see in the box, he looks pretty cool. I like that he has his little weapon there, bone looking sword or whatever that is. But yeah, the box is just pretty cool. It has the nice little artwork, Savage Lemurian, what he is on the side. And then they have like a little quote back here, which I'm not going to read through. If you want to freeze frame or whatever and read that, you can. But that is it for him. I got two of that guy, so we're not going to look at that box. And I got this dude right here, which is a Royal Guard, which I thought looked really cool. It was my favorite of the designs they had of the figures. But again, just another Army Builder for us to get multiple of if we wanted to. I only got one of him in this order. I should have, like I said, I'm missing the two main characters and another accessory pack. So I don't know if those are shipped separately or what happened with that. But I do have these guys. Pretty cool. I guess if they're great, when I get them out, I'll order the rest. But again, a description here. Looks cool. And these guys, like I said, are the serpent. They're like a serpentine species, lizard, reptiles, whatever you want to call them. Another little thing on the back if you guys wanted to read that. And each like series, like this is the first series in this line, and then they're going to come out with a second one. I think each one has like a different creature or whatever of this lore that they're doing, so that'll be pretty cool. I think all the ones in these, the ones that were just released, were all Lemurians. But here, this is the accessory pack. It's called the Armory Pack. You can see it comes with 2 additional heads, another different lizard head there, right there. We'll open it up and get a better look, but you see it has different armor, some weapons and stuff in there. Again, just says Armory on the side, and on the back you get a nice look of everything that's in here. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty excited about these. I wish I had the other ones so I could just do the review of everything at once, but unfortunately these are the ones I have, and I've already started it. So we're going to do these. If I get the other ones, I will, I'll have to see what happens with them first, if they're being shipped separately, or if I'm going to have to reorder them, whatever's going on. But we'll take a look at these guys now, and then stay tuned for another video of the other ones when I get them. But anyways, guys, stay tuned. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the Lemurian, the Savage Lemurian, however you say it. And I was going to put him on the spinner thing. He kept falling off. The spinner display, you know what I'm talking about. So when I'm talking, you can watch him and look at him. But we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way here. Yeah, this guy's completely naked. You know, he doesn't have any armor or anything. I believe that's what the accessory packs are for, to, you know, add some character to these regular figures here that don't really have much going on with them, which is cool. I always love places that do that, you know, release an accessory pack. That way you can make varieties. Like if you want to do a nice display, you don't have to have everybody look the same. They're not all clones. They don't all look the same. You have different heads, different outfits, whatever. So that's cool, and I believe they said they're going to release more accessory packs and different things like that for each race, because like I said, there's several different races they're going to be releasing. Different characters coming out. So pretty cool. We're starting with the lizard guys here. But I do love, they do like the little scale texture to make it more like lizardy like, and they mix the yellow and the greens. You got some black in there. Pretty cool. I think they did pretty well with that. I think it mixes well. It looks decent. Not too shabby. The head's a little bit more like a brownish than it is a yellow green, so they darkened the head a little bit there. The eyes, a little weird. I can't really, they look pretty cool. I guess when you zoom in or get closer to them, they look really nice. I wasn't sure about them. Looking at them from a distance, I couldn't really tell, but looking at them on the video here, the eyes are actually pretty well done too, so that's nice. They got this, I don't know if you call it a loincloth, but this little fabric cloth diaper looking thing here. So yeah, so we'll get into his articulation, I guess. We'll do that real quick. We'll start with the head. As you can see here, it pops right off. We'll see if we can get it back on. Like I said, you should be able to interchange the head. It popped off, popped right back on. But you can take his head up that far, it looks like. He can look down about like that. Side. Side. Very nice. And there is jaw articulation, which I always like with my reptile figures. You want them to be able to have some jaw going on there. So that's cool. I like that. That's a plus so far with this guy for me. The head's done, articulated very well. The jaw, I'm definitely happy that the jaw's good to go there. So let's go with the rest. So we'll start with the arms now. We go out there. We got some flapping going on here. So yeah, good joints. So the wrist can go all the way around the lower arm here. Straight out, straight up, clothesline. Yeah, so the arm articulation's very well. Like I said, we got some wing flaps here. So back as far as we can get it. Looks good. Definitely have him holding a weapon out, holding his sword. Right there, threatening looking, would be pretty cool. Of course, we'll see what we got with those accessories and make this guy look like a beast, hopefully. But there's the arm. We'll go down to the waist here. Very smooth. No, it wasn't hard at all. Down that much. Back. Perfect. That feels good. No issues. Look at that. Good stuff. Good waist. Nothing stopping it. So that's really awesome. Be able to do a lot with that. The legs we'll go with now. We can kick out that far. That forward. So we got this going on. Pretty cool. There is a little bit, I think the toes, no, but we do have some in the foot, not the toes. Getting a little blurry there, but there we go. Yeah, very smooth articulation with this guy. Looks pretty cool. What's the tail do? Tail move a little bit? Yeah, so we can put the tail out like that. Goes down like that. We can move it to the sides. Little ball going on there. Pretty cool. There you go. I would have to say for this figure being, like I said, I paid I think $28 if I remember correctly, maybe $30. It wasn't. I don't think it was more than. It definitely wasn't over $30 for this guy, but I can't remember the price. And that's another thing. If you guys are interested in these figures, get them from the actual Savage Crucible website, Harvinger Studios. Just Google Harvinger Studios. Maybe I'll put a link. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description of the website. I don't know if they're still available. The creators did say that these guys are going to be like a limited, like, the good thing about the company is they put them out long enough for everybody to get. All right, they're not going to make limited quantities right away. They're letting everybody order what they want, and then when it's time to ship them, then they stop making them. I believe they don't sell anymore other than whatever's been sent to the toy stores and everything else, and the people that pre-ordered them. And then after that, they're special. They're not going to remake them. I believe is what they said. So each figure that you get is basically limited, but it's open enough for you to get it when it's available. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like a lot of these NECA figures, like the Holothon and things like that. If you're not there within a few minutes, the figures are sold out, and then you can never find them anywhere, or you're going to pay an up charge on eBay or one of them kind of websites. But these guys said they're not going to do that. They're going to make sure they have a long window for everybody to order the series and whatever. If you miss that, however, they're not going to come out with these figures again. From my understanding, they might come out with a variant or a different version, something similar but not exact, which is very cool in my opinion, that they're not going to do duplicates, because there's just too many duplicates out there. Like, they just keep remaking the same product. Especially if they're going to make a variant, if they're going to make it different enough, that'll be cool. But if they're just going to do like a different color or something on it, I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see how this company goes. It's the first time I dealt with them. But yeah, look them up. They have a YouTube page. They go over all their figures, and they go over like their plans and their ideas and all that stuff. So just look up Harvinger Studio, or look up Savage Crucible. If you're not familiar with the brand or the company or whatever, but they do have a YouTube page, and they go over all this stuff. It's where I found them, and so far they're looking good, I have to say. So anyways, I'm just rambling on and on. I apologize. It's been a while since I did a video, so here I am talking up a storm. But let's look up his accessories here. He's got this sword. I guess that's a bone. I'm not sure if this it looks like it's made from bone right there, but then we do got like steel or some type of metal. So maybe it's just like a I don't know what they did here. Cool looking nonetheless, though. We got the blade here, and then we got some spike teeth or whatever. Maybe that's a jaw of a beast. I'm not sure. But this is pretty cool. I like the design. Sorry if it's getting blurry for you guys, but yeah, they put little nicks there, and like it's been used. Like, that's what I like. A lot of times when I do these reviews, I'm like, man, it looks too smooth. It looks too unused. You don't want stuff that looks super new, because then it just looks too, like, it doesn't look good for your displays. Like, you need something that looks like it's been used, like there's been something going on with it. You know what I mean? And then they put little dents, little creases in the blade there, and you got little markings up on the bone or whatever's going on. So that's a very cool little sword here. But he came with his sword, and then the only other thing he came with was his accessories, little grab or grip hands, I guess. I guess these could be grip hands. He kind of has grip hands on already that would hold the sword. So I don't know if these are just like, karate hands, where, hand-to-hand combat. I'm not sure. But you got these right here. And like I said, I do like the yellow-green mix they did there. Looks like they got black nails. Sorry. These damn blurriness. Got the black nails in there. Very cool texture. The scaly looking lizard skin there. Nice. I like it. I like the coloring. I like the sword. I like how they did the whole body here. Yeah, I have no complaints about this figure. The articulation is awesome. I didn't have any, not really too many stiff joints here. The arm's really nice. The the waist is just so smooth. It seems like a lot of figures I review, the waist isn't this smooth. This is a very nice. This kind of reminds me of the Tamashii Nations SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball figures, but I don't feel like I'm gonna break this guy. I feel like it's like real well made. Like he's not gonna fall apart if I mess around with him too much. Very cool, very cool. And then just to go over this real quick, this is a map, and it's a part of the back of the box. So you could probably take this out as a little display if you're gonna put it behind like a Lemurian character. But it does have like the little landmark areas and named land masses and all that stuff where these guys are from. So that's pretty cool. And another thing, it came in like a little wrap of its own. They have these collector cards, I guess, but it's like it's a game. I don't know if this is supposed to be like, I'm confused if this is a comic book or if it's a game you can play with these figures. But I think that's pretty cool. Like if you can actually buy these figures and you get these collectible cards that are like battle cards. I don't know if you would use your figures. I don't know anything about this, guys. I apologize. But this one is this Nen Vilmer. I think that might have been one of the figures. I think this is one of the main characters that you can that came out that you can get right now that I didn't get yet. But this is his card that came with this Savage Lemurian in a little like wrap. Like you couldn't see. It was like a surprise little like card wrap. I didn't even know. I thought it might have just been like a little insert in there, and I pulled it. I was like, what is this? I opened it up, and like aluminum foil or whatever. It wasn't aluminum foil, but they had the little plastic wrap shit over it. But yeah, it has like a move set. It has like his strength and his power levels, his skills. So it makes me think that this is a game, or they're setting it up for a game. I didn't know that. I just thought this was like a little toy line. I knew they were doing a comic book or like a book or something on it. But there's a lot I don't know about this series, apparently. But if that's something if people that are into like Dungeons and Dragons or card games, maybe, like I used to be into like a little bit into Magic the Gathering when I was a kid, and I think everybody collected Pokemon cards. But as far as that goes, that's as much as I know about this stuff. I wasn't huge into doing that. I wasn't a Dungeons and Dragons person. But I think that's pretty cool. I like that they did that, something different. So it came with this card. I don't know if they're all going to be the same or if every one of them gets a card, but I'm certainly going to check out and see if I get different ones with the other Savage Lemurian. But yeah, this has been longer than expected. I still got to do the other two parts. This is going to be a longer video because I've been talking too much, so I apologize for that, guys. But yeah, I would say an A+ for this guy for the price. Like I said, he was under $30. I think I paid like $28 for him or something. And then there is another variant, like I said, that's like $20, different colors or something. I'm not sure what all the differences are. And I think I ordered him as well. He was sold out on the Harbinger website, but I got him from a secondary shop, so I probably won't get him right away. The other figures from them, I'm not sure where they are at. But let's, I'm talking too much. Let's jump on to the next figure, but I'm going to have to say this one's an A+. Very well priced for the price. I love the articulation. He doesn't come with like a lot of like a gear, but that sword and his extra hands are a nice touch. And then of course you buy those armory packs. Even if you just wanted a bunch of naked or half naked lizard men, this still is a pretty cool figure. It looks a little plain, but the coloring and the texture on it makes it look pretty nice. So I wouldn't mind just having a few naked lizard warriors if I didn't have any gear or anything to put on them. So we'll see how that works out. But anyways, moving on to the next one. All right, so here is the Lemurian Royal Guard figure. Let's get a closer look at this guy. This was my favorite. I remember this being my favorite out of the builders. Actually, it might have just been my favorite out of all of them. But I don't have the other ones in hand, so I can't compare. But I do like this guy. Look at that eye. Now, at a distance, I couldn't really make it out too well. I think just the yellow and the red blended in, but they have like the serpent like line, the pupil going on in there. It looks good. So the eye looks really well. And then they have the skin. This figure is basically just the same as the Savage Lemurian, but they have armor on him and his skin tone's black and then like the war paint. So I mean, if you strip this stuff off, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can like pop this off, and you could probably take the gauntlet thing here, the wrist guard, whatever. You pop off the hand. I'm assuming that would slide off. I'm not positive on that, but this is really easy. Like this looks like it would be removable. Maybe the leg guards down here. I'm thinking everything here can come off. This definitely could pop off back here. These are like sword holders here. He's got 2 on his back, and then he has also one here and then one right here. And it's good about these is he comes with a lot of swords. So I think he has 4 swords at least. We'll check him out in a minute. So he has a holder for all his swords. You know, that's always, I like that. That way I don't have to have like a accessory box or something, like, you know, stuff I'm not going to have on them. I can just have it all on them. I kind of like that instead of having a bunch of accessories laying around. But again, with this guy, the armor, like I said, looks really nice. You got like the 2 serpents there. I don't know if that's like a dagger or like a flame. I can't really tell for sure what we're going for with that, but it looks nice. And nonetheless, if it's a flame or a dagger, you got 2 serpents, kind of like looking at it, the little Lemurian design there. The gold and it looks almost like a purplish blue, like armor tone. I don't know how well it's coming out in the video to me, but it very, like, I don't know if maybe it's a light black. I don't know. It almost looks purple to me. Looks good nonetheless. I do like the coloring. But yeah, it fits this guy well. The gold, the purple, black, whatever it is. Maybe it's more of like a copper than a gold, I guess. It looks more copper to me. Like a copper color. Yeah. And then you got, maybe, I don't know if they're going for like, I don't know if that's supposed to be like paint. Like they, you know, paint up for like a battle. Or, I mean, it's all over him. So maybe it is supposed to be like his skin design. So maybe that's what they're going for there. But, you know, cool, man. I nothing bad to say about it. Like, I love the design they have on this guy. This is why it was my favorite. You got serpents here, too. Going all the way around. Very cool. Love the armor. But let's get in to see how well he moves with his armor. He can stand up pretty decent with it. So we'll start with the head like we did the other one. I'm assuming we're going to have some jaw articulation. Yeah. So he's opening up his mouth there. They do have teeth. I didn't even really pay attention to that. But there is a top and bottom teeth, sharp little buggers there. So they do have teeth. I didn't even notice, I think, at the other figure. I just thought it was like, you know, the mouth. But yeah, rows of teeth there. I'll get into his articulation, which this might be more difficult with armor on. His arm seems a little bit more stiff, but it could also be stuff in the way. But you can see him flapping right there the best he can. And yeah, so this is a little rough, a little hard right here. So you're not going to be able to get him up as well as the naked one because the armor is going to get in the way. But if you pop this stuff off, I'm sure you get better. So that it's not great, but you're going to expect that when they have like armor and shit in here rubbing. You can't really turn it. But again, you can do the wrist, and you can go out pretty decently. It's just trying to go up with this in the way is going to be a bit of an issue. So if you wanted to, you can leave like the shoulder pads and the arm guards there on, and you could probably pop up his head. And I'm assuming this would just slide right off if you want to, then pop his head back on. He won't have this part, but you'll probably get better arm articulation. I'm not going to do that, but just showing you that it's a possibility for sure. We'll do his wrist or his waist first here. So yeah, good waist. The armor doesn't seem to be bothering that. We can go back that far, down like that. I didn't even do that with the head. The head up that much, down. Looks down pretty good, side to side. So no interference with the gear with that. No interference with the waist. The waist was fine. The leg can kick out pretty far. This is very, the armor on here is very flappy. So it's very soft, very flappy. It's not going to be a problem. The armor up here, it's just on there really well. It's not like, it's pretty soft. It's not super hard or anything, but you're going to have to put a lot of pressure in there. You might pop off an armor piece or damage something trying to get it up too far. But the legs are not going to have any problem. This is just too soft down here. No issues with that. I don't know if they could have done something different with this. But all right, I'm back. A bit of a technical difficulty right there, but we got it figured out. I wasn't done showing his articulation yet, so we'll finish that up before we get into his accessories. Now his knee bends pretty well. His foot can go back that, or his leg can go back that much. So the bend works pretty good. It's a little tighter on this side, so just make sure if you do get these guys, it seems like they're pretty loose. I didn't heat them up or anything, but if you're having issues, Like this knee seems a little bit more, okay, I got it, but it seems a little bit more rough. Make sure you heat that up. You don't want to break this stuff. I mean, this isn't a super expensive figure, you know, it's only 30 bucks. Or no, this one actually, I didn't even say the price on this one. This one's actually more. I believe this one was 40, $39.99, I think is what you pay. Now this is the actual Harvinger Studios Savage Crucible website. Get them from there. They're the best. It's straight from the people. It's cheaper. I don't remember what shipping was, but yeah, just I don't think it was a lot of shipping. It's definitely, the shipping didn't cost me, if it wasn't free shipping, it didn't cost me enough to make me want to go to like Big Bad Toy Store and pay an extra, you know, 15, 20 bucks for the figure or whatever they're charging on there. I didn't check it out, but I know it's going to be more because I know they have them. I know they had them listed a while back. I think anyways, I might be lying. I might be thinking of something else, but check it out. If you can't get them on Harbinger Studios, I'm sure Big Bad Toy Store has them, but they're going to be a few more bucks for you. But yeah, what else did I say? Did we look at his tail? His tail's the same articulation. Well, actually, it has, I don't know if the other one had, I don't think the other one had the articulation. I'm going to double check here in a minute. I don't know if it had, you see it has it right there. And then we have it right there. And then on the tip where it connects. So there's a lot of articulation with his tail. I'm going to double check the other guy. Let's just do that now, because I didn't notice that. No. He doesn't have the articulation. He can move it up, down, and around, but he doesn't have, you know, where it can bend here or there. So I wonder why they did that. That's a bit odd, huh? Was that just more expensive, and since this is a cheaper figure? But no, he doesn't have the that same articulation the other guy has, so that's different. Because I thought it was pretty much the same body. It was just a different paint job. But yeah, there's more. They did some articulation on this guy's tail. Good thing I looked at that and just assumed. But there you go with that. More advanced figure here. All in all, I would have to say the Royal Guard. The figure itself, we'll look at the accessories here in a second. But he looks great. I think it's my favorite between the two, but he's also got all the armor and everything on him, which we still got to look at the armory pack. But yeah, I like this figure. Very awesome. So let's look to see what he came with. We'll start off with the hands. He did come with one extra set of pair of hands here, just like the other one. They're kind of like the open grab hands or fighting hands, whatever you want to call them, because he has the sword holding hands. He's got the grip hold hands right there with the sword or whatever. So I don't know if these are just like, you know, let's fight karate style hands. Whatever you want to use them for. Use your imagination, your displays, if you want to play with these, whatever you're doing. And he has 4 different swords. He comes with this one. I don't know the different names of these, so you'll have to just look that up or figure it out. But you can see it has battle damage. It has some scrapes, which I always love that. I like when they have like age and use to them. Like this is a perfect example of what stuff should always look like when you have a warrior or like a battle character. You need some damage. You need some. If there's a little bit of like blood on that sword or something, like dry blood or, you know, stained blood or something would be pretty cool. I'm sure they clean them, but you're not going to clean, you know, scrapes and dents and everything else. So yeah, very cool. I like this sword. We got that one. I don't know if this is the same one. Maybe he comes with identical swords here. So yeah, I think he has identical swords, you know, for different hands, I guess, or if you want him to hold the same one. So he has that same sword right here. You get 2 of those. This one has a spike right there, and I guess they both do. So yeah, identical, exactly the same. So we'll just show them all at the once. He does come with these 2. Same sword, so we'll just look at the one. Get this blur out of here. Apologize for the blurriness, but you can see the scrapes and stuff on the edge of the sword, showing that it's worn and been used. And yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like with my weapons, when they show that they've actually been used. They're not just like a display purpose over your mantle, you know, perfect condition. So yeah, we got that. So that's his 2 swords right there, and then he's got, I don't know what these are freaking called. They look like the Final Fantasy cloud swords or whatever. I don't know what they're called. Glaives, maybe. I don't even know if they, I think they're still, so I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm not a weapon expert with this stuff by any means. But anyways, like I said, these guys here, we'll get the last look at them because we have the accessories to look at still. But yeah, very identical. The body's the same size, basically just a different paint job, and then articulation in this guy's tail. That's the only difference. He has that extra. I don't understand why they didn't just do it with the tail. Seems like an easy thing to give everybody. Like, I don't think it would cost a whole lot of money to do that, but no articulation in this guy's tail, at least not in mine. He can just, it has a little ball at the top. You can move it to the left, to the right, up and down a little bit, but you're not going to be able to, like this special tail going on there. But anyways, that is it for these guys. Like I said, I'm happy with both of them. I think this guy was 40. This guy was under 30. Like, it was almost 30. So we'll say 30 and 40 bucks on the Harvinger Savage Crucible website. Go there and get them. Cheaper price. I think shipping, it was either free or very cheap. So it was worth the deal, especially if you're getting multiple figures. So that's them right there. Let's move on to the accessory set, and then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, also I forgot, this is another one of them cards that I was telling you about. It comes with their own special cards. I opened it up back here, but we're going to take this out. I'm going to try not to bend it like I did the other one. But they come in this little wrap. And see, it's a different character, it looks like. So this was out of the well, actually it looks like it's the Royal Guard. Yeah. So I got the Royal Guard card here, and then it has their strength, their dexterity, all that stuff there. Their skills. So yeah, each one comes. I wonder why this one's like shiny. Is this like a rare? Is this a rare one? Ninvelmore. And then here's a Royal Guard one, which I guess is less one. Is this like, sort of reminds me of like Pokemon cards, that's where the holograms. I think Magic the Gathering did it later, where they had like hologram cards too. But you got this one. I don't know if there's a rarity or if these are just, everybody's getting these. I don't know. But this is what I got with the Savage Lemurian, and this was the Royal Guard came with the Royal Guard. So that's what we got there. I don't know if it's a mystery pack. We'll find out when I open the other dude. But anyways, let's move on to the accessory pack. Maybe it'll come with the card as well. Alrighty, guys, this is the accessory pack we're looking at here. This was also $39.99 on the Harvinger Studio website. Like I said, I don't know if they're still available. They did say once they were shipping, I think they were going to be limited quantities if you didn't pre-order or whatnot. So check out, see if they're still available. They were the last time I looked, but it's been a little while. But yeah, I don't know what these weapons are called, but we got this one right here. And as you can see, very cool design on it. Yeah, got like the gold wraparound trim here. I don't really know what this is called, so I can't really say much about it. Pretty cool though, like a little hook. I don't know what you'd call this thing. I'm sure somebody knows. But anyways, it has the battle damage on it as well. You got some chipping going on here. I do like that. So this is a good one. I'm gonna try to get through these quickly because they're a lot of them. But you got this, like, I keep calling it a glaive, but I don't think it's really a glaive. I don't know what this is called. It's not like a bastard sword or anything like that. But a cloud sword from Final Fantasy, whatever that's called. You got that right here. It's the same thing the Royal Guard has. And this actual set comes with two of them. Same one. Just to get that out of the way. So it comes with two extra one of those. You got this sword here in the accessory pack. Like I said, all the details are, the coloring and stuff on the weapons are all about the same. You got the black, gold, copper look. Well, the swords and weapons look more gold, but you got all that in there. You got some little details, but they look really cool. I do like that they have some wear and tear markings in there because that makes a difference to me. You got this pirate sword here. Wish I knew the names of all these swords. I'm sure somebody out there is like, this guy don't know anything about these. Well, I don't know what they're called. I know there's a million different swords out there. So here's this one. I just call it a pirate sword. That's what I think of when I see these swords. I love that, the cut right there. So all the same trim on these things. You got this like hook, scythe looking weapon here. Same idea, same kind of trims. I don't know, is that like a serpent head on the, it's like a little serpent head on the handle. It's pretty cool looking. And here we go. This is like a knuckle blade, I guess. Kind of, I don't know if that's what it's called, but you got the spikes right here where the hand or knuckles would sit. You got the blades on the ends. That's a very cool looking weapon. That's something I'd like to use. If I was fighting beasts, you know, back in the medieval times or something, I'd be using this weapon. It looks pretty badass. So we got that. We got this. And we got this sneaky, I call it like a dagger, some type of a dagger, assassin blade or something. You got there. You got the mouth. You got a. They did really well with these designs. You got the serpent head here, almost like eating the blade. I don't know if that's supposed to be like his tongue or something coming out, wrapping around right there. Very cool. I love that. That's a very cool. I like this dagger. But all of them, if you look at all those, they all have like little serpent designs. This one doesn't really have that, but it has the kind of on the side right there. I don't know. Very cool. Okay, the last actual weapon, which I don't even know if we'll be able to get in the video. Very, very tall, very long. As you can see, it's probably a foot, maybe. I don't know if it's quite a foot. It might be like under a foot, but that's a pretty big ass weapon right there. This is like some type of pole arm. I guess I don't think you call this a glaive either. I don't know. Some type of pole arm thing. But you can see it has like the little wraparounds here. There's no, I don't see a serpent design, but it does have like the wraparound. So yeah, really cool. I like this too. I do like the gold, like the trimming and all this stuff they put on these. That dagger is probably my favorite. I really like the serpent like eating the blade type or coming out of the snake's mouth. Very cool. Okay, it did come with these things as well. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know. For a minute I thought it was like the chain, like a chain or something. I don't think these detach. Maybe I don't know what. I don't know if this is some type of weapon, some type of thing. It obviously, if you see right there, plugs into something. I don't know if it's supposed to be a holder for a weapon, maybe, or honestly, I don't know what this is. I don't know if there's a manual telling me what the weapons are, but I have no idea what this is. It almost looks like what you'd have on like a horse to put your feet in. But I know it's not that. I don't know what this is. So maybe I'm stupid. I don't know, but I don't think it detaches anywhere down here. It obviously has a place it plugs in, maybe on the body or a piece of armor or something goes and connects in there. I'm not sure. Not sure what this is. And then this is another thing I'm not sure what this is. It looks almost like a scroll. I think that's what it's supposed to be, maybe. Or maybe it's something that plugs in. It's supposed to be like a bone. I don't know. It has this right here. So yeah, these might be attachments to some of the armor, or like I said, this almost looks like a scroll to me, like an old scroll. I don't think it would be a bone. It's kind of like colored like a bone, but it looks like a scroll. I'm just not sure what that plug-in would be there for. So maybe it's not. Who knows? Who knows? But there's that. Then we got this awesome. This might be my favorite piece. I love like this is what I mean when I'm talking about, if you've seen my mythology figures that I've done reviews on, and I'm like, this is exactly what I want their armor, what I want their like the gold on their armor, their like their gears and stuff to look like. This shading. This is what you need on those guys, because they would look so much better just to have like their weapons and stuff have like this gold, like the variety of gold on there, the different colorings, the shades. You know what I mean? Instead of just plain like gold. It just looks so much better. I don't know. This is really nicely done. I do like it. Yeah. I don't know how much else to say about it. It's just a really nice shield. It's badass. This is definitely something I would use on my armies. So I almost want to buy another set of these figures. I probably will, because I'm thinking these are going to be my faves for sure. But maybe another armory set to get some more shields going on there. And then look at this. He does the accessory pack. The armory accessory pack does come with like the Royal Guard gear, as you can see on him right there. The same thing. This is different coloring. It's as you can see, his has more like a copper tone to the outer part, where this is like silver. That's more like a copper coloring, but the rest of it's pretty much the same. It has that bluish purple tone on the rest of it, but it's the same exact Move his arms here. It's the same exact design. As you can just see, this one's like copper, this one's just regular. So you got that for his waist. And then again, they have the accessories for the arm pieces right here too. So if you want to switch those out, you would have the Royal Guard arms. Obviously, you get 2 of those. And then here's the wrist to put on the wrists. So yeah, so you could basically take this guy and put this on him and all this right here. You just take his hand off, slide these on, and you'll have another Royal Guard. See how that is? You buy the accessory pack and you can just turn these guys into whatever you want. So we could have him as another Royal Guard. He would look quite different, but it did come with 1 set of Royal Guard armor. Okay, you do get 2 head sculpts in this, and I really like this one. That's a cool looking, I'm assuming he has the, there you go, he's got the mouth articulation. You got those teeth in there. This is a really cool, we see his eyes. Look at that. That's a really cool head sculpt. Maybe it's because I like frilled dragons, you know, and they have that, or like, what's that, Jurassic Park lizard? I don't know, it has the frills that come out on the side. Look at that, that's really cool, and it matches perfect, the skin tone matches perfect with the Royal Guard here. So if you want to pop his head off, put this on, you wouldn't have to worry about changing out the hands or the feet or anything, because you would have the perfect skin tone and design. So it would look like he fit on there perfectly. So they did that really well. And I think the other Lemurian, I said it was like $20, I think it also has a darker skin tone like this. So you could put this on that as well, I think, and it would work fine. But they did come with, in case you did need to switch out body parts here, it came with these parts right here for the arms, and then these parts right here for the wrist. They don't have feet or anything that you can switch out. You can't switch out the feet, so it may look a little odd if you switch them out on the green guy, but if you needed to, here you go. Pretty cool that they had it out in there too. Oh, there's actually 3 head sculpts, so I lied here. I'll go over these in a minute. I forgot there was another one, but this one right here actually matches perfect with this guy's body. Sorry about the blurriness. Too much blur in this video. I apologize, guys. But yeah, you can see him. Can we open his mouth? It doesn't look like he has, unfortunately, just like the guy's tail, I can't open his mouth. So there's no mouth. There's no jaw articulation with this guy. It looks, no. If it is, it's stuck. I can't get it. But it almost looks like it does. You know what I mean? Have some kind of articulation there with the jaw. But I cannot pry that open. So I'm assuming it doesn't. I don't want to mislead anybody, but I'm going to go off and say that it shouldn't be that hard to open it if it had articulation. So I'm going to say there's no articulation. He can't open this head's mouth. But other than that, the design's really cool. It fits perfectly, like I said, with this guy's body. Skin tone matches up pretty well. I mean, maybe it's a little lighter, but it's not going to make a huge difference on him. I think it'll look fine. So you can switch out, make another character with this head sculpt here. Yeah, pretty cool. Not my favorite. I like the frilled dragon one, I think, better, but this is a good one too. Pretty cool. They got the yellow and green mixed in there. Nice little head sculpt. Now this one is pretty badass. Now, you might be able to, he's a little bit different, like his actual gear, his head armor here, is the right color for this guy's body. As you can see, it matches perfectly. The skin tone is going to be off a bit. And they didn't give, I don't think they had replacement skin. No, there's no replacement skin tone for him. So it's going to have to be, I mean, it still looks pretty well, I think. I think you could put black, his bluish head on a black body, and it would be okay. I don't know, maybe this fits on a different character better. One of the other ones I don't have. But if you wanted to put him on the Royal Guard, his armor definitely matches up. It looks good. He's got some weird, what is going on with his eyes? Has he got like some kind of like goggle looking eyes? Is it like part of the armor's like protecting the eyes too, I guess? And again, I don't think, Oh, okay. He does have articulation in the jaw. Maybe the other one does too. I'm going to mess around with it a little bit more. I don't want to lie to you guys. But this one actually came when I pulled on it. But he does have articulation. I don't know why they wouldn't put articulation in the jaw of the other guy. But there you go with that one. Mess with this again. I don't know, guys. I can't get... If there's articulation with this jaw, I can't get it. I don't know. I'll do like a 10-minute video of me messing. I don't think it does. So I don't think this head sculpt has one, but there is, I lied again, there is another one. I keep missing these. But there is another, there's 4 head sculpts that you get. Okay, and here's the last one. And it would, I don't know what you would call this coloring. It's like a dark brown and a tannish color, I guess you would say. And he does have jaw articulation there, so that's cool. I don't know why this one wouldn't though. Maybe I have a defective one, or I just can't open his mouth. But his head is a bit different, isn't as long. You know what I mean? So it could be they didn't do it because of that. I don't know. But his jaw does open. But here's the other head sculpt here. And the good thing about this guy is they did include, I didn't take them out, but this is the arms and the wrists, kind of like they did with the Royal Guard, and then the another black one. I guess if you didn't buy the Royal Guard, you could have fit that guy's body, you know, change it up a bit. But you get this pack right here that does have the color texture of this guy, so you could just switch it out on one of the other plain figures, and you'd have a new character right there with jaw articulation. But yeah, the eyes look great, the skin texture, everything. These are great figures, great figure set, great accessory pack. Unfortunately, with all these accessories, we'll get another look at this. There's the box. But with all the accessories and these guys, I only got 2 cards, so the thing did not come with a card, unfortunately. But I don't know, man. These extra head sculpts that we have here, even if this one doesn't have articulation in jaw. But yeah, you got 4 of them. I thought there was only 2 originally. So you got 4 of these babies. 4 of them. And I like every one of those extra head sculpts. And like I said, you could just change out the body parts, move the armor, make your own Royal Guards, or I don't know, slave Lemurians, or whatever they're called. I forget what the other one I don't have here, the cheap one. I forget what it's called. A slave Lemurian? I can't remember. I don't remember. But anyways, guys, that is it for the video. I'll try to add a few pictures in here. Maybe I'll try to put some armor on this guy, see what he looks like. Maybe change out his head. And mess around with them a little bit. We'll see. The price, like I said, for the whole set, these were cheaper on the Savage Crucible website. Go there if you're going to get them, if you want to save some bucks. If they're sold out, I know Big Bad Toy Store had them. I don't know about Entertainment Earth. You'll have to look around. Pretty sure Big Bad Toy, I'm almost positive that Big Bad Toy Store had them. But I know it's going to be a markup. So if they were, you know, 30 bucks there, you're going to pay 40, 50 bucks on Big Bad Toy Store. But anyways, guys, let's get to those pictures. And until the next video, talk to you later. Alrighty, so back again. I know I said I was going to put up pictures and be done, but I decided, hey, I'm just going to wait to do pictures and all that fun stuff once I have the rest of the figures, which I'm going to do another review. So at the end of the next review of the second half of these figures, I'm going to do some pictures of everybody. But I did move these guys around because I was going to take photos. As you can see, this was the Savage Lemurian, and I ended up taking off his loincloth looking thing, his rags, and gave him that Royal Guard armor. You can see I did the same thing with the legs. He fell over. The wrists, and then of course I gave him that awesome shield. That might be one of my favorite pieces. That might be my favorite piece along with the weapons. But there's so much good accessories. That accessory set for 40 bucks or whatever I paid was definitely worth it to alter these figures. I'm going to have to purchase a few more Savage Lemurians or something to get a whole little army of these guys, because I am pretty satisfied with the price and the actual figure. I did put that head on there that doesn't have the mouth or the jaw articulation. I was hoping that maybe I was wrong, so I did soak that in there and tried to move it to see if it was just stuck. There is no articulation, at least not on my figure. Mine might be defective, who knows, but I did soak him a little bit, that head a little bit, to see if I could move his jaw. I couldn't still. And that's another thing. If you're going to get these guys and you're going to alter them, which I'm assuming if you're going to get the plain figure, you're planning on getting the accessory pack to put some gear on them. Make sure you soak them in some water, or some people use like blow dryers, hair dryers. You definitely want to warm up the pieces. The heads pop off pretty easy. The hands will pop off pretty easy. The feet aren't too bad to get off, but like the upper legs, like around the calf and the elbow areas and all that stuff, the rest of the arm can be a bit tough, and you don't want to break these guys. So just make sure you do that. I just wanted to say that because I definitely had to warm him up. Even though he was very limber, I should say, as far as articulating him, it was still pretty difficult to get the arms and stuff off without warming him up. But looks very cool. I am very satisfied. I think this figure right here, what did I say it was? Like a $28 for him, and then $40 for the accessory pack. So it'd be $60 for this figure, but there's a lot more accessories, a lot more parts to put on other figures. So that's a good deal. And it's probably one of the better independent. I mean, I don't know if these guys made any other figures, this Harvinger Studios, but these are definitely a good start, at least for this series. This is just the other. This is what he looked like before. I took the other one out of the pack just to show you, and then I switched the head. You know, he doesn't have the loincloth, he has the armor on. Everything's switched. Pretty cool. I just put the staff, or not the staff, I don't know what you call that, glaive polearm looking weapon on him. We'll just let him slide down. As for this guy, I wasn't sure. I was telling you guys I wasn't sure if this head fit well with the body, but it actually is perfect. Like it works well with the. I didn't even notice, like underneath the neck right there is the same color basically as the face. Same thing with the stomach here. So he actually mixes well. I wasn't sure how he would fit. The armor's perfect. Everything matches. So he could be like your leader of the Royal Guard, and then you have, you know, the subordinates that have the regular heads. And then, of course, you also have... I also want to point out, I did put his weapons, his swords here, and it has little holsters. They do have slits on the side, so it's easier just to slide them in and out, and they stay on there pretty well. So I put the two larger swords on the back, and then he's holding one, and he has one in there just to show you guys. Very cool. He still stands up pretty well right now. It's a little wet right here because I did pop their limbs off, and I tried to dry it, but it still is a little wet. But yeah, man, a lot of options to alter these guys. So if you bought the accessory pack and then you bought all the figures, you're going to need at least triple. You're going to need 3 of each figure to use all the heads and everything. So you got this head, like I said, and then you got this head, and you got this head. So you got 3 alternate heads that you could put on the Savage guy. You can make him a Royal Guard or whatever you want. So you got 3 extra heads, so you got 4. So you need 4 of him, and then this guy right here, because it matches the body, and then that one right there, and then the original. So you'll need 3 of the Royal Guard to use all the parts in the accessory pack. And there is another accessory. This was the armor pack. I can't remember what's in the other accessory pack. I did order it as well. So there might be extra heads and stuff in there. I really can't remember. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video again. I'll get the second half of this review when I get the figures. I'm probably going to purchase a few more of these guys because I pretty much only bought double of this guy. And then I have a few, I think that's it. I think he's the only one I bought double of was this guy because he was cheap. He was $30. Didn't know how the line was going to be. The articulation's good. The style's good. They look great. I could definitely see a nice little diorama in the background and, you know, a little scene here if you want to put these guys on display, a whole little army going on. And then, of course, like I said, they have a bunch of other species and, you know, legions or whatever, other warriors and different, you know, whatever animal, humanoid figures that they have coming out. So you could have a nice scene of a bunch of different of these types fighting each other. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Again, I said that probably 20 times. I haven't been putting out a lot of videos, but I'll put them up when I get a figure and have time. When I have something. I mean, I buy a lot of figures, but when I have something to show you guys that I'm taking out of the box, I'll definitely be on here. Anyways, talk to you soon.